welcome. So good to see so many faces. And thank you for being here early and on a Monday. So welcome. Welcome to OpenShift Commons, where we all gather together. And all right, so what is the Commons? Some of you, I see so many familiar faces that have been at OpenShift Commons before. And if you're new, my name is Karena Angell, and I am here to guide you through today. And I am one of the OpenShift product managers. You're going to see a lot of OpenShift product managers here today, especially since it's Summit. And there's this whole group over here that you can come find later. We also have engineering leadership here. You can also find them over here as well. But Commons really is about collaboration. It's about peer-to-peer communication and making connections. It is a shared space. We come, we learn what works, what doesn't work, how can we improve, how can we do it together. If you've heard our tagline, it's "We have more in common than you know." I did find out last night, actually, that one of our speakers, Sonia Pariah, I found out that she actually knows another speaker really well, and they've worked together in the past. And this is how, connections happen. So it's also about driving feedback into the product. Again, we have engineering and product management here, and they listen. They really do to all your stories. And it also drives innovation into the greater ecosystem, because that's what open source really is all about, is creating together. All right, we have a very packed agenda. We have 2 coffee breaks, and we have a lunch break, and we have a lot of case studies. This morning, we have Mike Barrett and Derek Carr speaking on some topics that are really near and dear to their hearts. And then we have Dan Walsh, who is going to talk about some futures. Wazi, have you heard about WebAssembly lately? And then Sonia will be giving our keynote. She is with Advanced Auto Parts. And then we have a special presentation from Audi. And after that, Andy from our user experience team will kind of guide you through the user experience in OpenShift. After the coffee break, we have several case studies. We have one from Noah Raytheon, and then we have Sastel. I saw them here earlier. They are here. And we also have Swiss Railways. I did mention that I love their slides, and there's one in particular that I think is great. But so come back after coffee. After lunch, we have Chris Wright coming in. So stick around. I know that it's tempting to leave after lunch, but he'll be here talking with Tracy. Tracy is our VP of Engineering for OpenShift Engineering. And Joe Fernandez, he's our GM. So it'll be an interesting conversation. We have several banks here that are willing to help share their case studies and their stories about what they are doing. So again, this is a very packed day. I'm very excited to share it with all of you. Now, again, it's about making connections. So in the beginning, with the open source ecosystem, usually the slide says CNCF, but open source, OpenShift and all its layered products are based on many different projects from Linux Foundation, CNCF, other organizations, and also some that are just starting and are being developed and donated to some of the foundations. But today, it's so complex, right? It's hard to find yourself within the ecosystem. And again, today is about making connections. So finding your own place is difficult in this whole ecosystem. And then if we keep diving down, there's me. Open source, I'm a Helm maintainer. We have a lot of maintainers in the room or open source contributors. But really, it's about all of you. And it's about connecting each other. And I like to think of it, if you know the 6 degrees of separation, how the theory that everybody is connected through 6 degrees. So that was fun finding out that Shane and Sonia are a 1 degree separation. So right now, I would love it if all of you turned and looked at somebody you don't know and just quickly introduce yourself. I know it's early. I love that this is such a lively crowd this early in the morning. So hopefully you made one more connection today. And don't worry, throughout this day, you'll make even more.